Real Madrid's summer answer to an obvious tactical gap arrived with the kind of noise that makes even skeptics take notice. A left-back acquired for a headline fee, a player whose arrival changes how opponents must plan for Madrid. Alvaro Carreras did not come as an experiment. He arrived with a mission. The fee around Euros 50 million and a long contract show the club's intention to fix a recurring structural issue and to give Xabi Alonso a player who can both defend and drive play from the left. The backstory matters because it explains why this transfer felt inevitable. Carreras rebuilt his career at Benfica after formative spells elsewhere, turning into a fullback who blends defensive discipline with forward momentum. That dual skill set is exactly what modern top teams demand, and Madrid's scouting saw in him the kind of stamina, anticipation and ball carrying that lets a team press higher without sacrificing security at the back. What also tipped the scales was the human element. Reports revealed that Carreras repeatedly told those close to him that he would only leave Benfica to play for Real Madrid. That single-minded commitment didn't just please fans. It convinced negotiators and smoothed a deal that included complex clauses and an installment structure. Once he wore the white shirt in pre-season and moved into competitive fixtures, Carreras started to show why Madrid spent heavily. He times overlapping rather than forcing it, he drifts inside to create overloads, and when possession is lost he recovers with the kind of frequent interventions that change expected threats for the opponent. Those on-field contributions are already translating into tactical freedom for Alonso, a manager who values fullbacks who can do more than sprint down the wing. With Carreras fitted into the ISE, Madrid can press with a higher defensive line or invert the left when necessary without yielding a vacuum behind the press. The immediate squad ripple effects are practical and unavoidable. Ferland Mendy's role is under renewed scrutiny. Fran Garcia must be managed to maintain form, and rotations that once invited risk now feel better buffered. Pragmatism is the final measure. Critics will always point to cost and clauses, but football is judged on results, and if Carreras continues delivering consistent defensive solidity and useful progressive carries, the fee will feel like a strategic correction rather than a gamble. For supporters, there is also a pleasing narrative. A player with La Fabrica roots returning to repair a tactical hole. And narratives matter in a club that trades on history and ambition. The true test will be the long season full of LaLiga tests and Champions League pressure, but the first impressions are clear. Carreras gives Madrid variety, security, and the kind of energy that can tilt tight title races. If he keeps growing under Alonso, this signing will be remembered not for the headline figure, but for how it shifted balance, depth, and belief at the Bernabeu.